Hey, so in the last few weeks there's been a lot of discussion online about something that doesn't get discussed very often, and that is depression. I'm really not sure why depression is so hard to talk about, but... Sorry. Hello? What up, loser? Just want to let you know, you're a big old failure, and people are gonna think way less of you for making this video. Depression is a disease, as diabetes and cancer are. It is the #1 disability worldwide, affecting hundreds of millions of people every year. Symptoms include loss of energy, feelings of worthlessness, sleep and appetite changes, lack of interest in normally pleasurable activities. Depression is not being blue or grieving. The opposite of depression is not happiness. It's vitality. What does it feel like? For me, it is a numbness that hurts. It is an incremental fragmentation of my hopes and self and connection to the outer world. It feels like the compass broke and the lights blew out. First, let's acknowledge something. When you are depressed, doing anything is hard. Although there are many good treatment options, one of the main symptoms of depression can be feelings of hopelessness, which might convince you not to try treatment at all. This is like if one of the main symptoms of food poisoning was a ravenous desire to eat more spoiled oysters. It tells you that the pain is going to be forever and that any good feelings are fleeting. Oh no! And so if you are in pain, what I want to say to you just with all my heart is that treatment can help you in ways that your mind can literally not currently imagine. Depression can be kind of self-obsessed. You are alone, unloved. You are alone, unloved. You are alone, unloved. Which is why it can be so incredibly helpful to share what you've been going through with somebody else. Now, truth be told, you probably have encountered some people in life who have kind of a judgmentally air about them. Those aren't the ones you want to share with. But if depression has you in its grips and you are still afraid of talking with everyone in your life about it, that is a strong sign that you should talk to a professional with a non-judgmental, non-biased ear. We were not meant to fight alone. There are many paths to recovery. For me, personally, it started with seeking out a professional, specifically a therapist who specialized in cognitive behavioral therapy, which has been shown again and again to be extremely effective against mental illness. The Psychology Today website has a wonderful search engine that can help you find a therapist in your area. One thing I want to point out is that if money is an issue, please don't assume that you can't afford therapy. Many therapists have a sliding scale for lower income. Another option is that if there are graduate schools in your area, they have extremely reduced rates because you'll be seeing someone who is technically still a student, but they're being supervised by a licensed professional. If you have health insurance and mental health benefits, then the company should be covering your costs according to your plan, and there are also free mental health clinics in many communities. What about medication? Well, me, personally, I was very much against taking medication for a long time. I thought it was a crutch that would manufacture a false self or make me less creative. None of them's right. Before I started taking medication, I went through many periods where I was too depressed to write or make anything at all. And I actually think that depression is kind of the opposite of creativity. Creativity, if it is anything, is the process of making choices. Depression is kind of defined by the seeming inability to have choices. And frankly, the ultimate creative act is the day-to-day process of shaping your own life. If you're lower income, some drug companies will give you your medication at lowered or no cost. There are also great sites like goodrx.com that can help you get discounts for free. I have also been helped by using a lightbox or P90X or getting enough sleep, depression support groups, a mindfulness practice. I can't honestly tell you that you will find the perfect medication or therapist on the first try. It might take a while. It did for me. And in the end, it might be art therapy or animal therapy or any other number of treatments that help you. I know the information in this video might seem overwhelming, but ultimately it's just here to tell you one thing. Adulthood is not something that happens to you. It's something you make. So, what kind of adulthood will you make?